For this tutorial, I'll be making use of this Ankara fabric. This is about 2 yards. But when you're making yours, you can decide to use 1.5 or almost 1.5 yards for yours. Okay. So the first step is to go ahead and open this up so I can fold it into two like you would do when you're about to cut the peplum flay. I'm going to go ahead and fold this like so into a triangle. After folding it like so, we can now see that the fabric is folded into four. So I'll quickly turn this over so you can see what it looks like, okay? So this is actually what it looks like after it's been folded into four pieces. The next step after this will be to input our bust measurements. Now for this top, I'm making use of a bust measurement of 36. Now since the fabric is on fold, remember we folded it into four places, we are going to be dividing the bust measurement by 4. So 36 divided by 4 is going to give us 9 inches plus 1 inch allowance for seam. You can decide to make use of half an inch depending on your preference. To impute my bust measurements, I'm just going to go ahead and place the tape on the fabric and measure out 10 inches from the center front of the fabric, okay? So once I am done measuring that, I'm going to go in with my tape or my ruler and connect it like so. Now this is it. The next step after this is to get our nipple to nipple. For the nipple to nipple, it is 8 inches divided by 2, which is 4. So this is it. I'm going to go ahead and mark that here. 4 inches. After doing that, the next step will be to come up by 3 inches from this point, okay? So I'm going to quickly mark this out. So I'm going to go ahead with my ruler and then just bring this up here, this 4 inches nipple to nipple measurement that we took here. We're going to just come up by that. Now, after doing that, the next step will be to come down by 1 inch at this point. Now, this line that we have marked here now becomes our shoulder line, okay? So this becomes like your neckline, all right? So you're just going to go ahead and connect it to this. We're connecting it to that point. So this basically just becomes, it acts like your neckline. And then at this point, you connect it to this for your armhole. So after connecting this, the next step will be to take your full length of the top, okay? So to get the full length of this top, for this full length of this, I'm making use of 23 inches, okay? So I'll just place my tape exactly at this point and then mark it. Now for this point, we're going to come up by half of an inch, okay? So when we are cutting this out, we are just going to follow the lines here to cut it out. And then for the full length, this is basically the area that we are going to be cutting. The next step would be to open this up so that we can see what it looks like, alright? Now, this is, for this, we're actually cutting out both the front and the back piece together. That is why you have this looking like this. So this is exactly what it looks like. Now, if you observe, this place is still on fold. We have not opened it up yet. So I'll just go ahead and open that up. For this top, I'm not going to be making use of any bias. Instead, I'll just go ahead and cut out the facing for this, okay? For the facing, I'm going to be making use of the leftover fabric we had whilst we were cutting the top. So it's still on fold and I'm just going to go ahead and leave it on fold like so that I can use it to cut out the facing for both the front piece and the back piece. I'll go ahead and place the top on the fabric that I'll be using to cut out the facing, just as you see me do. Now you have to be very careful and make sure that it is placed perfectly okay. Now once I'm done doing that, I'm just going to go in with my chalk and trace out the lines around the neckline and armhole, just as you can see in the video. At this point where I have my armhole, I'm going to be coming down by 3 inches. You can choose to come down by 2 or 2.5 inches depending on how long you want your interfacing to be. I'll now go in with my scissors and carefully cut out the lines that I have marked using my chalk. After doing that, I'll just go in with my ruler and connect it like so before cutting out our interfacing. So after cutting out the facing, this is what it looks like for both the front piece and the back piece. The next step after this will be to place this on our top so we can stitch it around the neckline using half of an inch and top stitch it afterwards. I'm going to be doing this on both the front piece as well as the back piece. So let me quickly take this over to the machine so I can stitch around the neckline using half of an inch. So I've used my interfacing to turn the neckline as you can see. I also went ahead to top stitch it, and I've done this for both the front piece as well as the back piece. The next step after this is to cut and attach our strap. For the strap, I'm making use of the same fabric, a length of 13 inches by a width of 2.5 inches. Okay, so I'll just quickly take this over to the machine and then make a stitch. I'll just fold it in like so, half inch in, half of an inch in, just like this, and then make another fold. Okay, so we're basically going to be folding this in by half of an inch. I'll also fold it in here by half of an inch, and then I'll make a fold like so. Then I make my stitch all the way to the end. So I'll quickly do that for these two pieces. So guys, I'm done making the stitch on the strap, and this is what it looks like. The next step will be to attach this to the top. To attach the strap to the top, I'm basically going to go ahead and then place the strap exactly where you have the starting point or the starting line of our armhole. So if you look closely, you're going to see that our armhole is starting exactly from this point all the way. Now this is our facing. We're not doing anything on our facing. You can easily just place this. You can put it behind and place your strap, or you can open it up. But the reason I'm opening it up is so I don't make the mistake of pinning this together with this whilst I'm pinning down my strap. Okay, so I'll just basically take my strap, place it here where I have the starting point for my armhole. Once I have placed it at that point, you have to be careful when doing this. Once I have placed it at that point, I'll go ahead and pin this down, just like so. So this is basically it. I'll go ahead and pin this down. I'll do the same thing for this end of the strap. I'll go ahead and place it exactly as I did for this end. I'll just go ahead and place it where I have the starting line for my armhole. I'm just going to go ahead and place the strap there. The next step after pinning this down is to go on and turn this over like so. Now once you turn this over to the wrong side, you can now go ahead and make your stitch using half of an inch from this point all the way to this point. We'll also do the same thing for this point as well. We'll make a stitch from this point all the way to this point. That is going to help secure the strap. Okay, now once you do that for the front piece, the same thing we have done here to attach the strap, that's the same thing we are going to do for the back part as well. Okay, I'm done attaching the strap on both sides as you can see. I will just turn this over to the right side so we can see what it looks like. Now the next step will be stitching this down. Okay, remember that when we were cutting this out, we added 1 inch for seam allowance. So that is basically what we are going to be stitching with here. So we'll just go ahead and mark out 1 inch from this point all the way to this point. So after marking out the 1 inch, which is for seam, this is basically it. We'll just go ahead and take this over to the machine. Then we'll make a stitch all the way from this end down to this end. Okay, so let's quickly do that on both sides. So I've gone ahead to stitch the sides down, as you can see, using our 1 inch seam allowance. I'm going to turn this over to the right side so we can see what this top actually looks like. Okay, okay guys, so this is what our circle top looks like. It is so pretty, very easy to make, very simple, guys. Okay, the final step after this would be to go ahead and weave the hem of this top. After weaving that, you can go ahead and just fold it in once, okay, using 1/2 inch all the way round it. Okay, so that is it for this top. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you found it very helpful. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.